Good morning, everybody. Welcome to camp here in Lake Arrowhead, Texas today. Spent the night in the old Motel 6.5 here at the campground at the Lake Arrowhead State Park. About to chow down on some spam and eggs. Breakfast of champions. Got a little fishing in yesterday. Managed to find some crappie holding tight to brush and timber in about 8 to 10 foot of water. Not a lot of brush and timber on this lake as far as I can tell so far. Going to do a little more exploring today if the wind doesn't get too high. Enjoying a experience on a new lake, and like I said, we caught a few crappie yesterday. If I can get a couple today, I'll maybe come up here and do a little video of a little fish fry for lunch. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. Here he comes. Got him. Big old male looks like. That's how it's done. Gotta love the live scope. Put that one in for lunch. Let's see if we can get another one. Little free range chicken. That ought to be enough for lunch. Alright, we got crazy wind. We're still going to be able to fry up some fish here. And some french fries to go with it. See how this turns out. And I don't get to record much of this just because it's too windy and I need to get a fish turned. Come on. He got it that time. Oh, come back here. Come back here. This is a good fish right here. Good eater fish, not a trophy fish. Be good for some groceries.
Had a fairly good trip to Lake Arrowhead, Texas, near Wichita Falls. Um, been meaning to go there for a while, bucket list kind of thing, and finally made it. Um, it used to be known as a really great crappie lake, and East Texas lakes are kind of put it in the shadows, but there's still a good number of crappie in there. Didn't manage to catch anything big, but I caught several pound and quarter crappie, good eater sized crappie. They were, for the most part, they were in 8 to 14 foot of water, holding on. Most of them are holding on some timber that's surrounding the edge of the lake. I'm not sure if there's any timber in the deeper parts. It'd be really nice if there was later on in the year, I think. But like I say, right now they're fairly shallow, and they may stay that way. I'm not sure. And the water is muddy water. Looks like chocolate milk. A little different than what most everyone's used to fishing in this part of the country anyway, especially East Texas where they have clear water. But Lake Arrowhead, when I think of arrowheads, I think of my parents' farm. It borders a small river, and it has a little high ground that the Indians, Native Americans used to spend a lot of time on. A good campground for them, and just it's not a what you'd call a hill, but just a little high spot in the middle of the farm, and that's a place where my dad and others have found several arrowheads. And my dad would have people wanting to come out there and hunt for them and dig for them and scratch for them, and like I say, if they put their time in, they could find a few there. And for them, for those rock hounds, that was like a treasure in a field, like Jesus talks about when he's speaking in parables. He had gone down by the sea, and a big multitude of people had come to see him. So he put out on a boat, and from the water he preached to the people on the shore, and he preached in parables, and he had a reason for doing that because, like he's talking about the one parable of the hidden treasure. Jesus says, "Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and hid, and for joy over it, he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field." So Jesus speaking in parables because if people were there and they had superficial, selfish motives, they didn't realize the value of his message, he kind of hid it from them. But for those who realized the value of it, they knew that they had to know more, and they had to do whatever possible in their means to acquire the message that he had. And that's what the gospel is all about. It's just like a treasure hidden in a field, and when you realize the value of it, you don't want to let anything in this world stand in your way of receiving it and claiming it for yourself. When you realize how important it is, and eternal consequences of your decision, then you're going to, like I say, you're not going to let anything on this earth and in this world get in the way of attaining that message and that salvation. This free and it's offered to all who seek it, who ask for it, and those who knock on the door. Jesus will open the door, but we are required to show a little interest to maybe it says like sells all that he has and buys that field. If we're not willing to let go of anything on this world that's standing in our way, then we probably don't want it bad enough. And that's one thing that just we need to think about, and we need to spend some time meditating on, and we need to realize the importance and the value of this message so that we can claim it for ourselves and receive it and receive his wonderful gift that he's laid at our feet if we'll just pick it up and accept it. So anyhow, it was a good trip to Lake Arrowhead. Had a good time, scratching it off the bucket list. Looking forward to going back. It's not too far from my house, so definitely be going back up there when I get a chance and trying to learn more about it. Yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and remember, ask, seek, knock.